Welcome back, folks. I thought I'd promise you a complete painting today, but having considered this, a lot of my friends on many of the cruise ships have said I've done a perspective session with them, but not straight away. And a lot of them have come up to me afterwards and saying nicely, why the hell didn't you do that at first? So keep them nice and tidy and clean and kind. So I've decided what to do to fit a perspective session in now before we start painting, and then you'll find out your buildings will look okay and everything will look okay. So let's get cracking. Now the first thing I want to just say to you is this. Let's see if you have something square like a box like that. All you can see there is a rectangle there. But as soon as I do turn the box slightly like that, which is a building, could be a building or anything, perspective comes into play. So that is the closest edge to you, that is a distant edge from you, and that is a distant edge from you. So these two edges at the sides will be smaller than this one. That's the principle of perspective. Let's try and put it on paper. Now I'm going to put my horizon line or eye level in. I'll just leave it in the middle there. Excuse my rough drawing. It's rough, this one. That just means that that's where my eyes are. If I'm standing up, they're higher than when I'm sat down, but that's where the eye level is. So I'll call it eye level, that, okay? Right, when I'm doing a building or something like that, you look at this building, and you've probably seen these artists on site doing that with a pencil to just, they're not posing, they're just measuring the height of the building and transferring it to the piece of paper. So just for this exercise, I'll put the line that we've measured, or the building we've measured, just there. Okay? Now this is the top line here will come down to the perspective there, and this one, which is below my eye level of course, will come up to it there like that. And the same at this side, go down to there, and that one goes up to there. And then I've got to measure the sides like that, and that way, so to get that side as well. So I'm guesstimating these things. So let's just put a line in there, and a line in there, and that's the size of our box or our house or whatever you like to call it. You can see all straight away that that is forming a shape, showing you that these two lines are shorter than that because the line's narrow as they go away from you, so they're going to be shorter. It's as simple as that. Now let's make it a house, okay? And the easiest way to put a roof on is put a little bit of a cross there, a bit of a cross there, like that, and a straight line upwards like that will give me the point for my roof, because I've seen that many roofs falling over because people have guessed it. Now if I do that, that'll go down to there, and this one side comes down to this one here. Then of course, where the apex is there, that finds its own perspective and goes down to that line there. That automatically gives me the back line by making this line parallel to that one, just there. Okay? Now that looks like a house now, doesn't it? So just to demonstrate this slightly further, we'll put a chimney in here. Now this line is the chimney here, and of course a chimney doesn't sit on the roof, it sits in the roof. So the bottom of the part of the chimney is into the actual roof. So the top of it will follow perspective just the same as that, and that side will follow perspective down to there. So what we'll see of the chimney is that there, and that piece will come inside that line which goes down there. So we've got our chimney actually into the roof. So it fits in the roof, not on the roof. Now the same applies to windows. Let's measure the windows with our thumb and all that, and start with one here. I'm not doing too much of this because it'll bore the pants off you. And the next one is down here. And don't remember, you're sat looking at this, so your eyes will probably be probably about there on the windows as you look through it. But these lines will come down to there, down to there, down to there, up to there, and up to there. So that'll give you sort of your windows to start with, then the first part of the window, just there, all four in perspective. There's a bad line there, so it'll make it narrower. Next one will fit into there, and it will be smaller than this one here. That one there, that one there, and that one there. So you've got four windows in there. But they're actually sitting in that picture plane there, or that side of that wall, instead of looking straight at you. These are smaller than them. Okay? Alright, well we need a door, don't we? So I measure the door with my thumb and that. Put it just there. And then that follows perspective just the same, across to there. Measure the width of the door, and then we've got our door. Right, that's fine. Now I want to push on a bit from here. This is fine if you're in Norfolk or on the fens or something like that, and it's nice and flat. What if we're in Wales? Yakida. We need to look at hills and mountains and things like that, and valleys, the valleys. So let's have a look at a house, looking at it from the top of the hills, looking down the valley. Eye line, eye level, still the same place, we haven't moved. So this line will come down to here, follow that line down, and pick a spot down here. Same lines with perspective, comes up to your vanishing point there, and the same on this side, up to there, and up to there. Use that line there to mirror the same image. And that one there will give you that one. So you can see straight away that we're not looking at it, we're looking sort of down on it. But we've still got to put our roof on. Same principle, little cross on there, a line up there will give us our apex there. And that apex there will give us our apex point there. So that will go to our vanishing point again, there. This line will mirror that one there, so we'll have our other side of the roof. So we've got our same house, but now you're looking at it from the top of a hill down in the valley, and we get a view of the rooftop. You'll also see the more of the chimney. So we've got the chimney line in here. Same principle up to there, same principle up to there, same one up to there, same one up to there. Right, so now we can put that second line in there, which is the back end of our chimney there, which stops at the rooftop, and that one sits in the rooftop, doesn't it? So the other side of the chimney there will go to that up to point there, and it will also give us this line here, and that one will give us up to there, and then we've got a sort of looking down into the chimney. And of course there'll be windows in that as well, but I don't want to bore you by putting every window in. Now that's fine. What about if it was Scotland? Okay, I don't know. Let's put this is one here. I'm just going to show it closely. So I'm running out of paper. So this line here, that's our Scottish one, looking up the Munro or the mountain. Vanishing point, vanishing point, vanishing point, vanishing point. Take that line and mirror it up there. Take that line and mirror it up there. Okay? Right, now the roof's got to go on again, hasn't it? Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Put a straight line up there. And that gives us our apex again. Apex down to there and down to there. But this time, because we're looking up on the building, we're not going to see the roof at all, are we? because it's hidden, because we're looking down. There'll be a mountain here like this and sort of thing, and say, oh, I kind of knew, and away we go. So that's how we see it. There'll be windows in, of course, and all that rubbish, and same as this one. So that's what I want to just put across to you on a simple way of looking at your buildings. And the one point before I leave this vanishing point is not always on the paper like that. That'd be nice and convenient if it was. But I've done that just for this exercise. What you've got to do is, if you're looking at a building, use your pencil again and hold it up and look at the angle of the roof. And where the angle of the roof is, into where you're sitting, continue that line down until it vanishes into the vanishing point. It might be in the distance or off your paper. But just bear in mind, it's got to be followed through, and the same on the other side. Right, that's one thing. Let's have a look at where else we've got. Let's do the other side. I'm not wasting that paper. It's just too good to waste. What shall we do next? I know what we'll do next. If we were on a road or something like that, let's say you've got a road with a load of lampposts on. Now you've got to make these lampposts appear as though they're going away from you, unless you're walking straight on them. But we're not. We're finding out which is the biggest and then disappearing in the distance. Once again, use our measuring stick like this, and put your first post in here. Say that's our first telegraph pole, lamp post, call it whatever you like. And then we've got a vanishing point, haven't we? So that vanishing point is going to be down to here, isn't it? Right, the vanishing point here on this side is coming down to this point. This is our eye level, don't forget. Our eye level is about there. And the reason it's there is because we don't sit at the bottom of the telegraph pole, we sit part way up. That's our eyes. Right, there's our vanishing point on that side. And this line will take that line down to there like that. And take this lower line up to your vanishing point there. It's below our eye level. So there's our first telegraph pole or lamp or whatever you like to call it. Then we've got to measure it. Without stick again. Measure the distance between the first one and the second lamp post. But once you've decided where it is, it might be a point just there, something like that. Right, but it's got to fit inside your perspective line there. So it's getting narrower than that one because it's in the narrow area of the perspective. Right, that's it. Now, to get the next one, we don't have to measure it at all. All we do is take this line here and go through that line there, and there's our next one. You can see it's gone narrower straight away, and so the next one will go through that line again, down to there. And there we are. And so if I do a few of these, you'll find out that they're getting narrower as they go along. So the poles are getting further away from it and getting shorter and closer together. Well, they're not actually, but they appear that way with perspective. So I hope that makes a bit of sense on lampposts and stuff like that, or anything like that will do. The same would happen if you had, let's say, you were in flights or you wanted to paint the patio. Don't build one, just paint it. And we'd have a sort of we'd put our pencil on, find out where the flagstones are going, and find a vanishing point. We'll put the vanishing point there just for nothing to do with this one, but I'm just using that line. Our patio starts here, let's say. Right. So all we can see at the front end of our patio is the edge of the flagstones. There, that's the edge of the flagstones. And for this instance, we'll make this 4. So that's, I'll divide it into 4. I've measured them again, that way and that way. So all we can see from this end is there. Now, to get recession and perspective, this is our vanishing point, don't forget. These lines have got to go and follow that perspective there, like that. So the flagstone will look narrower further back, and they'll also look as though they're sitting down. That's fine. Now we have to measure it again, measure our first one. I said the first flagstone, we'll say it's about there, take a line across there, and then we can take our both perspective lines up to the vanishing point, up to the vanishing point, up to the vanishing point, there. So we've immediately got 4 flagstones there. Now the next one we do is pretty straightforward, like we did the poles. Take that, throw the centre of that centre one there, and goes to there. Then the next line goes in there, like that. Then same again, from this one, we go through that one, then it goes across there to that one. I can do another one if you like, make it a big patio, like that. And we'll end it there. So I thought these lines here, but in actual fact what we've got a patio here, which is this piece here, this piece here, this piece down here. These are flagstones, and we know exactly where they are because we've measured it, and they come there. And immediately, I know it's a rough drawing, but I'm just trying to get through it quickly. There is the view of our patio as we would see it from our eye level. Alright, you can put plants and pots and all sorts in here now, and these will follow perspective. There's this big piece here, and then take that up to perspective, and all this will go down there and down the side. It'll be anything. Now does that make sense? Right, hopefully it will do. So let's take it a stage further this. I want to, let's say a beach scene. If we had a beach, what we'd do is, I'll draw it down at the bottom here, I'm not saving paper in the Yorkshireman. I'll draw my horizon line, that's there, the eye level, there. That's the eye level. And this is, if you like, there's the sea, here's the sand. Right, now, and here's the sky, of course. So people like to go to see the seaside. So, but we've got people walking towards it. Now when people walk towards it, this is the effect you'll get. The fellow that's lagging behind, his head will be where your eye level is. Put him down here like this. Nice lad. And he'll be here. I'll not put him a cosy on, but he's walking. And of course, if he had a girlfriend with him, she might be a bit smaller than him, she might be bigger, but this one is smaller, see? So his girlfriend will be slightly over there because she's smaller. Holding his hand, obviously. The courting, you see. Put that down there. And she's doing the same thing. She's a long-legged creature. Wonderful girl. And she's there. So that's them two. Now, but there's some people who set off before them, and they're further in towards the beach. So we could have a person here, and that person, he could have a couple of kids with him, if you like. Well, perhaps one there. But what I'm trying to say is that all these figures are pretty much the same height, but perspective puts them closer to the water, so it gives you depth. And that will appear smaller in the distance, and but the heads and things like that will be on your eye level. Let's put another one in across here. This one, let's say, oh, he's really late, this bloke. He's a bit of a poser. We'll put him in here. He's a real late, this lad. Bit of a weight trainer. Put him in. Shoulders on him. Snake hips. by Joe, he's like this one. And of course, he is bigger than these people here because he's further away. And it's not brain surgery, it just works. So we've got this bloke here first, he's the farthest one on the beach, these are next in line, then this bloke and this little fella here. But you could on the right on the where the sea edge of people paddling, this sort of thing. Little kids and things like that, you know, all playing in the water. Because they're further away. But it all wraps around that horizon line. Does that make any sense? Have a look at that and we'll see if we get anything else I can tell you before we finish this here lesson. Let's have a look. See if I can find something else for you. I'll have a look at this. Okay. Pull the sheet off. I'll use that one up. I'll take that one out of the way. Oh, nice clean sheet here. Now then, if I'll draw a little square on here. It's going to be rough. Don't worry about it. What I want to show you here is that there's a mountain here like this, and then down here comes like that. Here's my eye level. Eye level is down here. Eye level. Right, what I want to do is to put a road in that's going to go down this road here and then go over the hill. So it's going away from you. So I'm still on the road here. We'll start this first one, and this is a perspective with about 3 or 4 different points. So number 1 point is about here and goes to here. We'll do it nice and lightly. That's that one. Then number 2, well, we'll take him up here on the top of the mountain here, number 2, and take that from here, dotted line, and then perspective number 3 is perhaps across here like this. Follow the road contours. So we'll take him from here where the road's going like this. Dotted line, and then the 4th one is where our gap is in the mountain. That's number 4 there. So what we can do with that one is take number 4, which comes down from this point here, where that finishes, and where it narrows there, and then goes over the mountain. Now I've done it lightly. I'll put in a bit more strength, some more strength now. So your road's meandering round there, and then going up over the mountain. But this is the other part of the road here. This is coming round here, and round there. Now that looks a more realistic road than if you tried to do it freehand. So our road is travelling up this way like that, and it's going round here, round there, and hello over the top of the hill. Okay? That's using perspective all the time. I'll just do one last spot here and see how we go. Another square here. Eye level, most important. Don't forget the eye level. This is our eye level. Now this is, I'll say a river or a creek or something like that. And on this one we'll have 3 vanishing points. So the first one is similar to the road. Put it on, that's our eye level, don't forget, I'll put E-L on there, E-L, eye level. So our first one, we'll go to the eye level, so the first bit of the creek, we're still right near the creek at the front here, and it's going up here. I'm dotting it because I'm not going to use it all. And then it comes up to here like this. Right, the second one is across here, just here, on this particular creek I'm doing. So that's got to come from here, dotted, and then from this side here, where the creek turns. So it goes bum, 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 bum. That's our second one. And our third one will, of course, be where it disappears really into the distance, which is about here, number 3. And I'll take that from here, this line here, and the other part of that line is from here. Now it's all crisscross lines, I'll try and pop it in and make it a bit clearer now. So the creek or river is meandering round there and into the distance there. And it comes round here, around there. So in actual fact, the width of this river here is quite wide. But it's the same width there, but it's further away. So it's going to look balmy, isn't it? It's going to look as though it's gone to the distance, that's the main thing. Now, same again, if you've got clouds, they'll follow the same perspective as this. So let's pop a. There's our vanishing point here. So the clouds twiddle a bit and twiddly, down to there. Then perhaps another one under here. Perhaps another one over here. But the thing is, they're all following that line down there, that perspective. Does that make sense? I'm hoping it does, because I've nearly finished with what I want to tell you. I could go on for hours on this, but I'd bore the pants off you. So what I want to do is say, let's say you had I'll do a little square like this. Like that. Now, really, you could fit a boat into there, you see. But it fits in that side there for the simple reason it's following perspective. There, look, it's narrower there because it's further away from you. Alright, you can get a mast up here and do what you like with it, but that's the sort of principle I'm talking about. Now, I'll leave it there because I don't want to get bogged down with too much work and too much things like this. It's one thing I'll do before I finish. I might be able to fit this in. These lamp posts we had here. What you could do if you wanted to, if I have a real bit of fun, is put a line in that line there like that. Cross, 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 cross. Boom, 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 boom. And there, if you take that line down there, what you've got is a row of terraced houses, isn't it? You can do that, it's as simple as that. So there you are, put windows in what you like, but it's there. It's as simple as that. Right, that's our lesson on perspective. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe and tick us a like on my site. And we'll see you on the next time, which I hope to have a sketch for you to start with. And then I want you to paint or sketch the sketch, I should say, and then we'll paint it together. This lesson might take 2 sessions, so it'll probably be, it'll take about an hour to do, so we'll do 2 half-hour sessions, and we'll see you then. Look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye now, for now, folks. Bye-bye.